Narayana. Shri Lakshmi Ramana Narayana. Shri Lakshmi Ramana Narayana. Narayana Namo Narayana. Narayana Namo Narayana. Nata Jana Paripala Narayana. Nata Jana Paripala Narayana. Vaikunthavasa Narayana. Vaikunthavasa Narayana. Vaidehi Ramana Narayana. Vaidehi Ramana Narayana. Narayana Namo Narayana. Narayana Narahari Rupa Narayana. Narahari Rupa Narayana. Kshirabdi Shayana Narayana. Kshirabdi Shayana Narayana. Shri Lakshmi Ramana Narayana. Shri Lakshmi Ramana Narayana. Shri Lakshmi Ramana Narayana. Shri Lakshmi Ramana Narayana. Narayana Narayana. बोलिए श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5. We shall chant verse number 10 together. ब्रह्मण्याधाय कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा करोति यः लिप्यते न स पापेन पद्मपत्रमिवाम्भसा. Bhagavan, after telling Arjuna that these two seemingly different paths, that is of Karma Yoga and Karma Sannyasa, are one and the same. When one walks on the path of Karma Yoga, they themselves mature, reach the stage of Karma Sannyasa, which leads them to that supreme vision of knowledge, which is the goal. How to perform Karma Yoga was said in verse number 10, refreshing Arjuna's memory, saying all the duties are to be offered at the feet of the Lord or offered at a higher altar, that dedicated performance of duty, and where no attachment to the action or the result, sangam tyaktva. One who practices this kind of karma yoga, eventually lipyate na sapapena, he does not get affected by or bound by any sort of action or result. Whether here papa word is used because it will directly ring a bell in the head, but even if it is considered to be a good karma also, that also has the capacity to bind. So, such a person will rise behind the punya, papa, etc., and remain unaffected by the karma as well as karma phala, just as the lotus leaf remains untouched by the wetness of water in spite of living in water all the time. So, such a yogi is constantly performing actions but not getting bound by them. So, if a person keeps performing actions but doesn't get bound, how is it possible? We perform any action and then again the doer of the action also is the receiver of the results, and then that receiver becomes again the doer of another action, then again the doer becomes the experiencer of the results, and this cycle keeps continuing. So how is it possible that in spite of performing actions, good or bad, how is it possible that a person will not be bound by any such action or its results? Even if, okay, selflessly I do, but still I am doing. And when I do, my hands get dirty. So how can I remain unaffected? Something will happen. They said they remain unaffected in spite of performing actions. Why? That is the secret given in verse number 11. He says, Kayena manasa buddhya केवलैरिन्द्रियैरपि योगिनः कर्म कुर्वन्ति सङ्गं त्यक्त्वात्मशुद्धये. योगिनः कर्म कुर्वन्ति. Yogi, which yogi? Karma yogi. Those karma yogis, those people who have taken up the path of performance of dedicated action, such people, karma yogis, karma kurvanti, they keep performing actions. So karma kurvanti is, if they are walking the path of performance of action, they will perform actions. But what is so special about them? Why are you calling them yogi? I am also performing actions. I should be also called yogi. No, there is a difference. Bhogi performs actions and gets caught. But a yogi performs actions and remains untouched, unaffected. What is the difference between this yogi and bogi? The yogi, yoginah karma kurvanti. How? One, sangam tyaktva, without any attachment. Neither attachment for the action nor attachment for the result. Sometimes we may not be interested in the result, we may not be attached to the result, but sometimes the action is so joy giving. It gives a kick. I want to do this again and again. But then afterwards, there's nothing you are getting. Never mind. I want to do, attached to the action itself. Sometimes, when we play with children, this often happens. Playing with children, no adult or no elder person will ever be attached to a particular result. We don't want to win or anything, but we get attached to the game. Then the child gets up and goes, but we are still sitting and playing. It happens so many times. We sat down to give that child company and play with the child. The child is bored, gets up and goes, but I am so attached to that game that I don't want to leave it halfway. So you go, let me finish this. After that, I will get up. I am attached to the game only. This is small things. It may not be any great consequence, but there are other things also that I may not be attached. Okay, I am not attached to the result. I am not looking for anything. I am not expecting anything. No problem. But the action itself, I am getting attached to. And I like doing it. I enjoy doing it. I want to do this again and again. As many times you say, I will keep doing Sangam. Or other Sangha is result. Result, of course. I want this particular outcome. So to achieve that, I am doing this. So it is said in the scriptures, this cycle, what is it? Kurvate karma bhogaya. It is said, a person, a jiva, he performs karma to bhogaya, means to enjoy its results. And then karma kartum cha bhunjate. And then he goes through the result only to perform more actions. So he performs more action to enjoy the result. And then he experiences the result and then becomes the doer of action, more actions. So this cycle, kurvate karma bhogaya, karma kartum cha bhunjate, it keeps on going round and round and round. There is no end to it. So sangam tyaktva, when this attachment of result or attachment of karma, both when they are given up. How can we do without attachment? He is saying, kayena manasa buddhya kevalair indriyairapi karma kurvanti. So these people, these yogi, they perform actions only through their instruments. Kayena, by the body. Manasa, by the mind. Buddhya, by the intellect. Indriyaihi, by the senses. So by the body, mind, intellect, senses, they perform all the actions. I also do same only. I also perform actions with the body only, with the mind only, intellect only, senses only. I don't have some other instrument. This is only my instrument also. So you call me also yogi. No, there is one more word in that line. What? Kevala. Only body. This Kevala word goes with every word. So he performs actions with just the body, just the mind, just the intellect, just the senses. What do you mean just the means what? So when he is using the body, he is not using mind. That also I do. Thoughtless action. That is it's my expertise. I have practiced a lot. I said no, it is not about thoughtless action. Kevalaihi means that is what in the second line is said, sangam tyaktva. Without any feeling of I am doing it or it is mine. Ahamta and mamata varjitam. Shankaracharya says mamata varjitam. There is no mineness involved. It is not that it is mine, I have to do this, I will get this. Such kind of attachment. That is what is sangam tyaktva. I and my, that is called attachment. Gurudev's equation, what is the equation? Attachment is equal to I plus I want. What is I want? Is mine. Whatever I want is, it becomes mine. So I plus my, I-ness and minus. Ahamta, I-ness, mamata, minus. These two, if we leave that aside, that is called without attachment. So when the body is acting, I am not saying I am doing it. And my thing, my object of action, my result, I am not doing that way. See, when we say that we offer all our actions to Lord, then when we are offering, how can there be anything mine? Bhagwan, I have given my food. I have given my flowers. Bhagwan said, where did you get? It is all mine only. Oh, sorry, sorry, sorry. So therefore, then at the end in the Aarti we say, Tera tujko arpan kya lage mera, Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Tera tujko arpan. And then while singing that, we are looking back, that I hope nobody has taken my footwear. Huh? Whose footwear? My footwear. Tera tujko arpan. Oh, my. I hope nobody is sitting on my chair. My chair. So when we the attitude that feeling of I and my with our instruments also with the objects that we perform any action the field of action the result of action everything we have this aspect of I and my that is called attachment which I don't have today I want it and which I have today that is mine that is called attachment. And whatever I identify with, especially the instruments, body, mind, intellect, senses, all this is I. So this is I, and whatever is associated with this is mine. This is called attachment. Sangam Tyaktva means what? Kevalena kayena, kevalena manasa, kevalaya buddhya, kevalaihi indriyaihi. Only just by this instrument, which means what? I am not associating with it as I am this and this is my thing also. Because the next step of it goes beyond that also. I am this body. Okay, now I have studied little bit of Vedanta. Guru has told me I am not this body. Okay, I am not this body. And then what is the logic given? Because we have to understand through logic also. Although logic is not necessary, this is a straight thing, but still, okay, logic, I want to understand everything logically. Okay, the logic also is given by the Guru. What is the logic given? He says that it is your body. So how can you be that? Because it is my shirt. Whatever is mine cannot be me. Oh, like that. This is my body. So whatever is mine cannot be me. I got it. Okay. So this I am not this body, but this is my body. That also is second level of attachment. So I am using logic to understand I am not this body. But then again, I associate with it because of habit. So I say, okay, I am not this body, but this is mine. Now, when that my comes, then again that sangam, that attachment comes. And when that attachment comes, again I am doing the same mistake. And when I do this mistake, what will happen? Later on, Upanishad says that either I will regret I should have done that, I did not do, or I will regret I should not have done that, why did I do that? So these are two types of regrets a person who thoughtlessly acts, who acts out of ignorance has. But the knowledgeable person, sangam tyaktva, if there is no attachment, there is no I-ness, minus, there is no aspiration to get some particular outcome of the result, then what will motivate me? This is a common question again. What will be that motivating factor? So, this question of motivation that I don't want any particular result or anything. Okay, I am not attached to it. I am not attached to the action also. Then what will ensure that I perform actions well? What will ensure that I give my best to it? What is it that motivates me? Because if there is an action, if I have to fulfill my duty, the duty has to be fulfilled properly. It cannot be just like that. No, I don't want anything, so I just mess up the whole job and go out. Not that way. If I'm doing it, I do it. I better do it well. So what will motivate me? And such a person, if he is like so laid back, no aspirations, no goal, no nothing, then such a person, what will he have? He will just, not even act properly. He'll become lazy and he'll be useless for society. So that is what we feel. What is the motivating factor? For a person with knowledge, that is different. That he has the knowledge, is experiencing that bliss of knowledge. So for such a person, okay. But for a seeker, I have to act, without that, how can I survive? And Bhagavan, you only 2 chapters before, not very long ago, 2 chapters before, in third chapter only you said that not even one moment you can spend without action. And then you are saying that, then how will I ever act? And only by body, only by mind. What does it even mean? And what is the motivating factor? He says, Atma Shuddhaye. So, what is the motivating factor? If at all I want some result, that result is my mind should be purified. The purification of mind is my motive for which I am doing it. So, this yogi, how is he different from abhogi? Yogi is one, when he performs his actions, his body, his instruments are doing the action. He is detached. He doesn't have any I-ness, he doesn't have any minus, and he doesn't have any kind of attachment. Sangam Tyaktva. Gurudev's example. Waves of music entered the eardrum vibrated, sent the signal to the brain sent the signal to the head, to the neck, move. Where am I in this? This whole thing is happening. I am not here. Sangam Tyaktva. So, can anyone trouble such a person? Can anyone give any joy or sorrow to such a person? I am going to bore you now. Try. Why? Because this whole thing will happen. Some waves will come, some light will come, something will happen, some smell will come. I am not there. You do whatever you want to do. How does it matter? Indriyani indriyartheshu vartante. Iti dharaya. Bas. So, Pashyan, Shrunvan, Sprishan, Jigran, Ashnan, Gachan, Sopan, Shosan, whatever is happening, I am not doing. Naiva kinchit karu. I am not there. That is what Sangam Tyaktva. And why do I, as a seeker, I have not reached there. Okay, but in order to reach there, I have to do it. After reaching there, naturally it will be done. But in order to reach there, I have to do it that way. This is the beauty of our scriptures, that if you have reached, you will anyway do this way. And if you have not reached, in order to reach, you do it this way. So, in order to reach, there is effort. After reaching, it happens effortlessly. So, Sangam Tyaktva, there is no attachment, there is no I-ness, there is no minus, there is no attachment with the instrument or the action or the result. So, it is happening. That is why 4th chapter, 18th verse, again and again, because it is related here. That vision, what is a vision? That among all these things, the karma that is happening here in the instruments, I am able to behold the akarma atma, the actionless self. That is most important. That vision, if it is there. But no, I don't have the vision, so then I don't need to do this. In order to get that vision, I have to have a pure mind. And in order to purify my mind, I have to do this. So, kayena manasa buddhya kevalairindriyairapi yoginah karma kurvanti. So, a yogi is constantly engaged in action only through the instruments. He is not involved in it. So, it is happening. So, he does. See, for transactional purpose in Vyavahara, a yogi also will have to say that I have not eaten or I have eaten, I was sleeping. The yogi will have to use these words. See, he's saying I was sleeping. Means, why? Because he said I was sleeping. He was doing karma. So he didn't say that my body, mind, intellect was sleeping. If he starts talking like that, we will go crazy. We will not understand what he's saying. That is, some people go too literally with this knowledge and say, okay, what is the name of your body? And we look up and down, okay, what do you want? And but actually, in the Himalayas, the Sadhu Samaj and all, they really talk like that. We people just one time we hear and then we start talking like that as crazy people. But there, they genuinely talk like that because our language also has to help us remember that I'm not this body. So there, they say in the Himalayas, they ask each other, "ये शरीर कहाँ का है? Where does this body belong to?" Means, where was it born? They don't say, where were you born? That is the sadhus, they talk to each other like that. So then this, when people talk about, this, ये शरीर बूढ़ा हो चला है, the body is growing old. What about you? I am ancient. I am not old. I am ancient. I am beyond time. Body is growing old. And that is why in Sanskrit, Hindi, all these languages, we say death. What is death? Dehant, Dehavasan. These are all Deha. It is related to the Deha. The person is always there. Because who is there? What is the real nature of that person? The real nature of the person is existence, it is eternity. It can never cease to be. It is only one layer. And the internal layers are also there that travel further. It is only the external layer that is dropped off. So, this performing actions as the body is doing everything. There was this great saint in Vrindavan. We all must have heard this name of Swami Avyayananda Maharaj, a great saint in Vrindavan. His guru was called Udiya Baba. He was from Odisha, that's why he was named Udiya Baba. So this Udiya Baba, he used to go to the Baki Bihari temple in Vrindavan and go there. Now, he used to go, he was a realized master. His disciple also was a great realized master. But then, when Udiya Baba used to go, so Akhandaji Maharaj also used to go along. And it is said that he used to go in front of Lord Sri Krishna's temple and he would just stand there. Stand means he is not there anymore. He is immersed. And after some time, then some of the disciple or someone, they hold him and then he would come back. So that was, sometimes he used to go to the temple. Now people saw, especially these priests and all these kind of people, they said, what kind of arrogant person is this? He's going to the temple and not even bowing down. He's going and standing in front of the Lord. Who does that? You have to at least bow down. So people started talking among each other. Now, when people start talking, then Akhandaji Maharaj, the disciple, heard. So then he felt very bad. He knew the greatness of his guru, but he was saying that people are talking badly about my guru. I can't accept this. I have to put an end to this. But then, now how to go and stop people from talking? So he said, easier would be to talk to the guru. He went to the guru. Maharaj, I have, what happened? So I have to tell you, people are talking. They said, so? So, but, I don't know what to tell them. I don't know what should I do. I don't like it. Whenever they talk, they may talk okay, but then I don't like it. I can't, and then I can't close my ears all the time. People say, and it reaches me. What should I do? His guru very compassionately looked at him and said, do one thing. Tomorrow, when we go to the temple, you just remind me that I have to bow down. He said, okay, faithful disciple. They went there. He went there. He did not want to do it, but then he said, Baba, Maharaj, you said I have to remind you. Okay. Bowed down. Came out. And Akhandi Maharaj said that What happened? So he said, when I go there, I have no ident. I am not here. I have no identification with the body. So I am not looking at anyone different from me. So that is the experience. And at that time, now when you reminded, he came back to body consciousness. And I said, I have to, yeah, I told him, okay. Oh, these are saints. Very simple. No complicated thing. I am not bowing, you have a problem. Okay. Done. Now, okay. It is said in some great saint, I don't remember who it was, some great saint, uh, some Pandit, very learned person, he came and he challenged, come and discuss the scriptures with me. So I said, why? This saint was a Brahmajnani. So he said, why do you want to discuss scriptures? He said, I want to defeat you in the argument. So he said, I accept my defeat. Why should you waste time? I accept my defeat. You want me to sign somewhere? I will sign. Go. Over. How does it matter? There is no attachment to karma. There is no attachment to phala. If at all any action is happening through the body, through the mind, through the senses, through the intellect, I am not involved. That is the, even for a seeker, it becomes important. Why? Atma Shuddhaye. So this is not for a jnani, although all these things look like they are the qualities of a jnani, but for us it is sadhana. This is the path through which we can reach that perfection. So Atma Shuddhaye, for the sake of purification of mind, a karma yogi performs action without any attachment, dedicating it to the Lord, and as a result, gets purification and reaches that stage of karma sannyasa, and from there he gains that final liberation. Now, in the next verse, Bhagavan is talking the language which we all need. uh, when some concept or some path is being laid out in front of us, we always say, you want me to walk this path? Yes. Okay. What will I get? So now, first line of the next verse says, what will I get? But that is not enough for us. Then he also has to say, if you don't walk, what will happen? That also has to be said. Because we say that if you walk this path, you will get this. I don't want it. When? Then, if you don't walk, what will happen? Oh, that will happen. So, yes, better walk. So, that is, it is for us. It is the truth also. It is not just to, you know, scare us or anything, but it is a truth also. So it is, first line is inspiring and pulling us towards the goal, and other is pushing us from that inertia that don't go the other side, get up and walk in this direction. So what is he saying? Verse number 12. Yuktah karma phalam tyaktva शान्तिमाप्नोति नैष्ठिकीम् अयुक्तः कामकारेण फले सक्तो निबध्यते. Yuktah, karma yoga yuktah, the one who is walking the path of karma yoga, such a person, a seeker, karma phalam tyaktva, having given up the fruit of the action, shantim apnoti naishtikim, gets eternal peace. Bhagavan, really? Is it what? As though you're hearing this for the first time. You said that we can receive the karma phala as prasad. Here you are saying karma phalam tyaktva, means we have to give up, we will not get any prasad. Then why should I come for the puja? That is why I come, I see puja starts from this time and ends at this time. So ending time before 10 minutes I will come, because that is the arti time. And after arti, my favorite part of the puja. They have this long havans and all, very big Chandi havan and all. Morning it will start until evening. So there'll be invitations passed on to people that, we have Chandi havan starts at 9 a.m. and all. And then there will be written time of Purna Huti, 5:30 p.m. And people will only read that. Oh, okay, I have to go. So where do I have to go? Purna Huti. So we may feel that it is out of faith, Purna Ahuti. If you are not able to go whole day, I will go. No, not for that. After Purnahuti comes Arati. After Arati comes Prasad. So I am very focused. Prasad. Karma phala, without karma phala, so karma phala we have to give up totally. So we have to understand karma phalam tyaktva means giving up the desire or the insistence of karma phala. That I want it only this way, in this form, in this, from this source, at this time. All those insistences have to be dropped. I don't think and plan about what I'm going to get. I can plan about what I want to do, but I cannot plan about what I will get. We must have all heard this story in Hitopadesha and various other places. Such stories are there. That there was a, poor Brahmin, because all these stories, Brahmins are poor only. I don't know why, but okay, he was poor Brahmin. So he got, when he went for Bhiksha and all, he got one pot full of wheat flour, atta. He was very happy. So much he's got Bhiksha. So he went home. He was tired after Bhikshatam. Went home, put the pot nearby, and then lay down for some time. Let me rest, and after that I will make something out of it, some roti oti, and I will eat. Lay down. And he started thinking, I have a pot full of flour. If I go to the market and sell it, I will make some money. With that money, I will buy some more atta. Then with that, I will go and sell in another market. And then that way I will make more money. And with that money, I will buy some food grain and I will sell that. I'll trade like this and make a lot of money. Then I will buy a farm. In the farm, I will do all hard work and I will get the crops. And I will harvest the crops and I will sell that. Then I will get two goats and then I will get two cows. Going on and on. We can go as long as one. He did for a long time, we will cut it short. And I will become so rich. I will have so much of my business will spread everywhere. Who's talking about business? Brahmana. That is why he was poor. So I will have such, my business will be spread. I'll become so rich. And all big Sethjis will line up in front of my house. Please marry my daughter. Please marry my daughter. And I will look at everyone and I will choose one of them. Usually it is Swayam Vara. Now I will do Swayam Kanya. And I will go for, I will choose and I will marry. And then we will have a very good grasta Jivan. And then we will start living a family life and slowly Chunnu Munnu, Raju Kaju, slowly population of the house, Shishu Vihar to Bal Vihar to Junior Chick, everyone will be in my home only. And then I will have all children, one on the head, two on the shoulders, two on the lap, one lying there, one running there like that. And then one of my children will be very mischievous because he will be like my wife only. So my children will be all very good children, but then my wife, she will be mischievous, so he will also be mischievous. And I will get angry with him. And I will say, do you know who I am? I am your father. I'll take that stick and I will hit him. and that stick he swung behind, duck, and he heard some noise. So what happened? All that flour fell on him, that pot broken, and all chunnu munnu gone. Thinking about it, I will do this, I will get this, I will get this, I will get this. He is not talking, he was not dreaming anything about I will do this. He was only dreaming about I will get this, I will get this. This is the problem. Karma phalam tyaktva means don't think about what I will get. If at all I want to plan, I can plan about what I can do. That is planning. Because we often get confused. If you say that you can't do, you should not think about the result, then how can we? We need not think about the result will come. If I perform my action, then result will come. Where it will go? And the best example or best experience that we have got is if I do something wrong, do I work hard to think about the result and manifest the result and attract the result? If I do something wrong, the undesirable result, it is called undesirable. I don't want it. I did something wrong, but I don't want the result of it. Now, the result that I do not want, how does it manifest? Without my thinking only, it comes. So, like that, if I do something good also, its result will come only. Why should I sit down and think, I have done this good action, now I am manifesting, I am trying to attract something? Why? Why waste your time? It will come. If we have done well, we will receive good also. So, we need not waste our energy and time on that. So, that is the karma phalam tyaktva. So, a person who is able to give up, cut off from this unnecessary thoughts and draining his energy on this karma phala, the outcome of an action. That doesn't even mean that I don't consider the outcome. Consideration is different from brooding over it. Considering an outcome is important for me to plan, for me to act. That if I do this, this is how it is going to be. Do I want that? No, then I should do this way. If I want it, yes, then I should do it properly. So I need to consider the outcome, not brood and dream about the outcome, not desire and expect the outcome. That is where we are wrong. So here he is saying that this karma phalam tyaktva, this yuktaha, karma yoga yuktaha, he is cut off from the karma phala because sangam tyaktva already. So he is not attached to the karma phala, he is not thinking and brooding upon it, he is not wasting all his time and energy, and he is not focused on something, that he is having complete focus in the present. Because karma phalam is always in the future. Karma is in the present always, but karma phala is always in the future. So karma phalam tyaktva means giving up all anxieties for future. So staying in the present. How much ever we may think about the future, is it going to change the future just by thinking? If it does, then how good it would be that I just change my thinking about my future and my future will be beautiful. That's not going to happen. I have to work in the present, the future will change accordingly. But just by dreaming about it, it's not going to change. So karma phalam tyaktva means staying in the present. Yuktaha karma phalam tyaktva. And when one stays in the present, when one's mind is completely in the present, then what happens? Shanti mapnoti naishtiki. Because peace is also available only in the present. It is not available in the past, it is not available in the future. So if I want peace, I have to be in the present. Otherwise, past and future, I will be in pieces only. Because I am pulled apart. One piece is in the past, one piece is in the future. So there is no peace. So, shanti mapnoti. Naishtikim shanti mapnoti. Naishtikim means that peace that is abiding. Due to abidance, that peace comes. That I am happy here and now. Because we can be happy only in the now and here. We cannot be happy elsewhere. Because even if I am dreaming about something beautiful, it will be so nice and all, there also the happiness experienced is in the present only. The peace experience can be only in the present, it cannot be in the future. And if at all I tie my happiness with some outcome, what am I doing? I am actually postponing my happiness. That happiness can be achieved only in the present. I am refusing to be happy in the present, and I have tied my happiness to the result of an action which is going to come only in the future. And in the future, when that comes also, that time also, now I am used to going in the future. So when the happiness comes in the present, I am not available because I am thinking about the next result. There was a book written by a Buddhist monk, Zen master. His observation was so beautiful. He said, we can see this tendency of jumping to the future in our day to day life, where when we sit down to eat, when we become aware of it, then we say, oh, this I also do. Because we have different types of dishes in front of us. Now, I have one morsel I pick up, okay, with the hand or spoon, whatever it may be. I pick up one morsel and I put in my mouth. So long it is fine. When I am chewing the morsel in my mouth, meanwhile, my hand has gone to the next morsel and it has already, first I had roti and sabzi, now I am taking roti and dal. It is ready now with the dal. There it doesn't end. The food is in my mouth. The next morsel is already in the hand. And my mind is already thinking what comes next of it. After this, what comes? My mind is already planning that. In such a little plate, where there may be 4 dishes, but in that 4 also, my mind is planning about 2 steps ahead. This is called Phalasakti. This is called going into the future and staying in the future. And we are so used to it that at this moment, what is happening inside, I don't even know. Because my mind is not there. My mind is not even in the next morsel. My mind is in the morsel after that. And this is a day to day example. And if we observe, we will find that we also often do this. Jumping, jumping. And when we are in a hurry, we do this more. So, this phalam tyaktva means he has liberated himself from the future. He is in the present, and that's where peace is found. That's where happiness is found. And that is the reason we keep on planning, even in a small activity like eating, we keep on planning, this I like more, let me keep it for the end. This I don't like, let me finish first. And people who are serving also very keen in observation. He's finished it quickly, means he likes a lot, give more. I said, but I don't want. I thought you finished it first, so I will give you more. So all this happens, and how useful is this activity? If we look at it, jumping steps, how useful is it? We don't even know what is happening inside our mouth. We don't even know what is the combination of different tastes that we are having. It is very interesting what we are doing. You say mindfulness, mindfulness. What mindfulness? Simple. Bhagavad Gita said this 5,000 years ago. So anything, even when we brush our teeth, where is the mind? Once with the chicks, the Chinmaya Yuva Kendra members, we were having some discussion. So I said, if we want to practice keeping the mind in present, we have to start practicing with some small day-to-day activities, mechanical activities. You don't need to do it with big things. Start with smaller things. So we all decided as a group that there were about 20 of us. We said that we will brush our teeth, keeping the mind in present. That's all. For 1 week. And then next week we were to meet. One girl came back and she was like so excited. And she's saying, Swamiji, this is for the first time I came to know Like she may be 22 or something. In 22 years, my toothbrush had not reached one corner, which I discovered only this week. When I mindfully did it, I found out that my toothbrush has never gone to that corner. So, which means I have never cleaned my teeth properly. 22 years have passed. Today I came to know that this was missing because I became aware of it. I started practicing. So small, small things. And when my mind is in the present, that is where peace is, that is where happiness is. So that is why karma phalam tyaktva means, this is just karma phalam tyaktva, even the past. Bhagavan has said this in the past also, in the third chapter also, he has said, Nirashir nirmamo bhutva yudyasva. He has said that cut off from the past and future, remain in the present, be alert, be completely immersed in the activity. That is the best way to find joy, that is the best way to find peace, that is the best way to purify the mind. Shanti apnoti naishtikim. And the highest peace, which is said in the Bible as peace that passeth all understanding, that peace is naishtikim shanti. In the Upanishad, the same shanti is said Shashwati shanti. Here it is said Naishtiki shanti, Nishthaajanya shanti. So that shanti which is coming out of abidance in the very vital present. To be able to experience that, for that we have to have Karma Yoga in our life. Bhagavan is just saying that much. But if we don't walk this path, then ayukta. If a person is not a yukta, means ayukta. So who is not walking the path of Karma Yoga out of laziness or out of non-conviction or whatever may be the reason, such a person, how does he live? Now, Karma Yogi performs his duties. So now if he is a Karma Yogi, means he is not a Karma Yogi, then what will he do? He will not perform his duties, means what will he do? He will run after his desires. Kama karena, pushed by his desires, what will he do? Phale saktaha, he will be always attached to the results. Because kamana, if it is the actions are desire prompted, desire for what? Desire for a result. And that result will be an object of attachment. And phale saktaha nibadhyate, such a person is tied up. Tied up means now he wants that result. Now, if that result doesn't come, do we think that we will stop doing it? So maybe I must try harder, then it will come. Let me try once more. This is how the whole world casinos work. Exactly. First round you will win. Because first round you are always skeptical, so you will put little money. You will win. Now that winning will give you more confidence. You will put more money. You will lose. Then you will feel maybe little more. Let me try. Let me try. And I should not put less, because then less only I will win. And now I have lost more. So I have to recover that. So I put even more. And again, what is that called? Nibadhyate. So no, you are saying that only people who lose. But what about people who win? People who win will go again and again. Because I won so much, I want to win more. So it is not going to leave anyone whether you lose or win. Why? Because phale saktaha. When there is attachment to an outcome, we will be bound, whether we succeed or fail. In anything, even simple advertisements also, what they do? They have kama karena, desire. Without a washing machine, you cannot survive. That is true. We will not say so long we have survived decades together, we have lived without it. I think what you say makes sense. Let me get one. There was this ad of how all these machines, washing machine and computer and all these things, when they were newly invented. It was an imaginary video, but it was a very interesting video that there was this, big, everything was big in size because new inventions. So what is this? This is washing machine. You put there, press a button, it will wash, then take it out, dry, over. Achha, very good. This is fridge, this is that, this is that. They showed everything. So this man who said, but what is the advantage of using this? So, you don't have to waste your time from in washing your clothes and all these mundane things. The machine will do it for you. You will save time. So he said, save time and do what? So very beautifully he concludes that we will save time and utilize that time to earn more money to pay you off. So we will stop working for ourselves, we will start working for you. If we look at that is what is happening. Whatever we earn, we are paying people only. So it is very interesting, that whole thing. Kama karena, desire. And without that, we must have lived. And this is true not only with objects and appliances and things, it is true with even people and relationships. Without her, I cannot live. Till yesterday, you were living and healthy and happy. What happened today? Today, I am having a headache. Why all of a sudden? Because she is having a headache. So much identification. Yes, what to do? We are in love. What love? Till yesterday, you didn't even know that person existed on the face of this earth. And suddenly, what happened? Kama karena. And then, chasing all my desired objects, all my life, nibadhyate, died down. So one thing leading to another, died down. This bandhanam, Bhagavan says, this is very dangerous. Arjun, it looks like very simple, but don't take it lightly. So Arjun may not have needed this, but we need it. So through Arjun, he is saying that Ayukta, he will attain that lasting peace. And Ayukta, he will be bound, he will be a slave forever. A very powerful statement that was said, that if you find anything given to you for free, then understand that you are the product. We say free Wi-Fi, free this, free that. In this restaurant, there is free Wi-Fi. So we go for free Wi-Fi and pay them much more than what internet costs. Because you have to get something to eat, something to drink, something. Because you're sitting there, what will you do? So actually, we become the product. So here, Bhagavan is stating as a matter of fact, if you are going to chase your desires, this is what is going to happen of you, Arjun. But if you perform your duties in an attitude of dedication and do not get attached to the results, what will happen? Peace available now, here. I don't need anything more. Really, such people exist who can live like that and act like that? Yes, they do exist. So, how do they live and how do they act? What do they do? So, Bhagavan says, I will tell you on Monday. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ